Do you understand English, but freeze when it's time to speak? Do the words hide, even when you know them? This video is for you, especially if your mind goes blank, your voice gets small, and you feel alone in your learning. Today, I will tell you a true, simple story. A weekend that didn't go as planned. You will hear the feelings, the little wins, the mess, and you will practice English with me, slowly, clearly, and safely. First I speak, then you repeat. This is called shadowing. It's one of the best ways to build real fluency, without fear, without pressure. This episode is not just for listening, it's for speaking too. And maybe it's also for healing that quiet part of you that says, I should speak better by now. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start and stay. Follow this channel, share this video, and practice with me every day. Your voice matters. Let's use it together. She had a plan, a simple one. Wake up early, clean the house, go to the market, meet her friend for lunch, maybe even have time for a walk. It was going to be a good Saturday, a productive one. That was the idea. She made a list the night before. It felt good to write it down. Everything seemed clear. Everything had its place. Tomorrow, I'll be in control, she thought. No more messy days. She smiled before sleep. She was ready. The house would be clean before noon. The kitchen, the bathroom, all fresh. She would listen to English while cleaning. Maybe even do some shadowing practice. After that, she'd buy vegetables, get some fresh bread, then coffee with a friend. Easy, she imagined it clearly, waking up with energy, opening the windows, feeling the breeze, moving through her day like someone who has it all together. It felt good to imagine that, calm, organized, in control, just like she always wanted to feel. Because sometimes feeling in control is more than just having a plan. It's about hope. Hope that today will be different, that she won't feel lost or stuck or tired all the time, that she can speak English and speak for herself, one sentence at a time. When she makes a plan, it means she still believes in change. She believes she can improve, clean the house, speak better, live better. These things are connected. It's not just about chores, it's about having a voice again, even in English. And maybe, when life feels messy, a little plan can be a kind of promise, a quiet one, a way of saying, I still care. She cared. She wanted to feel proud of herself again. She wanted her day to matter. She wanted to feel like she was moving forward. But of course, even the best plans don't always go the way we expect, especially when the morning arrives and small things begin to fall apart. She woke up late. Not just 5 minutes, almost an hour late. The room was bright, the alarm was silent. Her phone had died during the night. No battery, no sound. She sat up quickly. Her heart was already racing. The perfect plan? Gone. She rushed to the bathroom, but the sink was full. Dishes from the night before. She had forgotten to clean them. The mess stared at her. She looked back at it, tired already. I'll just do it fast, she whispered. But she didn't move yet. She stood still. Where were her keys? She checked her bag. Not there. She checked the table. Nothing. She looked under the couch. Empty. The search began. She pulled things from drawers. Her hands moved fast, but her brain felt foggy. So many little things. So much noise. Her phone lit up. 5 new messages. 1 from her sister, 2 from work, 1 from the friend she was supposed to meet, and 1 from someone she didn't want to hear from. She didn't open any of them, just stared at the screen. A deep breath. All these small things. Late alarm, missing keys, dirty sink. They felt big now, heavy. It was still early, but her energy was gone. That quiet morning she imagined? It didn't come. The world was already too loud. Inside and outside, she sat down for a minute. Her coffee was cold. Her thoughts were fast, and inside her chest, that familiar feeling, pressure, not from others, from herself. I should be better than this, she thought. Why is this so hard? But here's the truth. This is what real life feels like sometimes. Not calm, not easy. Even with the best plans, some mornings fall apart. And when that happens, we think it's our fault. But maybe, just maybe, it's not. Maybe the day is just messy. Maybe life is just loud. Maybe what you need is not more control, but more kindness. And that moment, that heavy pause, was followed by something unexpected. She finally found her keys, under a pillow, of course. She laughed a little, not because it was funny, but because she was already too tired to be angry. She grabbed her phone, ready to confirm lunch. At least I'll have something nice today, she thought. She called her friend. Ring, ring. Then a voice. Oh no, I forgot. I'm so sorry, I have other plans today. Can we do next week? The words were soft, polite, but they still hit hard. Not because the friend was rude, but because she had hoped for that moment all week. She felt the sadness, quiet and small, sitting in her chest. It wasn't just about lunch, it was about needing connection, wanting to talk, wanting to feel seen. But now, that one piece of the plan, the good piece, was gone too. She stood in the kitchen holding her phone. She looked at the empty table. She opened the fridge. Nothing special. A little bread, some butter, one slice of cheese. She sighed, took out the bread, and made toast. Dry, simple, like the mood in the room. Sometimes toast feels like defeat. Other times it feels like survival. That day, it was both. She sat at the table with her toast and her thoughts. The silence was heavy but not cold, just honest. No noise, no pressure, just her. She thought about saying something to herself in English, just one sentence. I feel disappointed. She whispered it, then said it again. I feel disappointed. It wasn't for grammar, it wasn't for practice, it was just to give shape to the feeling. Because sometimes speaking even one sentence helps, not to fix the day, but to make it real. And real is better than perfect. Even one true sentence can feel like a friend. She didn't know it yet, but a small moment was coming, a moment that would change the shape of her day, just a little. The sun was lower now. Late afternoon light came into the kitchen. She looked around. The dishes were still there, the mess hadn't moved. But something inside her had, not much, just a little shift, just enough to stand up. She didn't think too hard. She filled the sink with warm water, put on some soft music. Then, almost without thinking, she opened the podcast she always listened to for English, one of the slow ones, clear, calm. The voice felt like an old friend. She cleaned the cups slowly, listened to the words. I wake up, I brush my teeth. The sentences were short. She repeated them softly. Her mouth moved with the sound. I feel tired, but I keep going. That one hit deep. The sponge moved. Her voice followed. I go to the kitchen. Pause. I go to the kitchen. Repetition. Repetition. Not just for learning, for living. Every sentence cleaned a plate. Every word cleared some fog in her mind. She wasn't doing a grammar exercise. She wasn't chasing perfect English. She was just being there, with the water, with the sound, with the small rhythm of progress. It felt different. It felt right. And for a moment she forgot the failed plan. She forgot the cold toast. She forgot the pressure to be perfect. She was just repeating simple sentences while washing a dish. And strangely, it felt like healing. One plate, one phrase, one deep breath, that was the whole moment. And sometimes one moment is enough. She didn't feel amazing, but she did feel okay. And okay was good. She didn't know it, but something had already shifted. The day wasn't perfect. Not even close, but in that small win, a new kind of energy began to rise, a softer one, and that energy would stay with her into Sunday. Did you enjoy the content and it made a difference for you? Click on Super Thanks and support our work. Sunday morning came without pressure, no alarms, no long list, no big plans, just silence, just the soft light from the window and the quiet feeling in her chest. She stretched slowly, sat up, breathed. It felt good not to rush. She made coffee and looked out the window. No messages, no meetings, just a few clouds in the sky. She didn't even turn on music. The quiet was enough. She sipped slowly. She didn't want anything fast that day. She picked up a book, not for learning, just for peace. A story she had read before, simple, familiar. Her eyes moved slowly across the words. Her mind followed. She wasn't trying to study. She was just being with the page. Later, she did laundry, folded some clothes, wiped the table. There was no pressure, no clock ticking loud in her head. She did one thing at a time, and that was more than enough. She didn't try to fix the whole house. She just made the bed. In the evening, she watched a movie, not in English, just a film she loved. She sat on the couch with a blanket and tea. No multitasking, no guilt, no, I should be doing more. Just her, the screen, and a quiet heart. She thought for a moment, maybe simple is not a failure. Maybe quiet days are not wasted days. Maybe this calm, this stillness, is the part that makes room for real change. She smiled, just a little, because the truth is, not all rest looks like sleep. Some rest is silence. Some rest is doing one small thing, slowly. Some rest is allowing yourself to exist without having to earn it. She was learning that one quiet day at a time. And as Sunday ended, she wasn't proud because she did a lot. She was proud because she stayed with herself. She didn't run. She didn't hide. She just lived the day. And now, with that quiet strength, she was ready to speak her story. Her weekend didn't go as planned, but she lived it, and that means something. Now it's time to retell the story. Not perfectly, not fast, just honestly. This is how we build fluency, by speaking real life. Even the messy parts. First, shadow this slowly. My weekend was a mess. Pause. I had plans, but they changed. Pause. I felt stressed, tired, and disappointed. Pause. But I also cleaned, rested, and practiced English. Pause. In the end, I survived, and I learned. Pause. Now repeat again, a little faster, more natural. My weekend was a mess. I had plans, but they changed. I felt stressed, tired, and disappointed. But I also cleaned, rested, and practiced English. In the end, I survived and I learned. Now it's your turn. Try to tell your own story. Don't copy exactly. Use your words. Say, what went wrong? What felt good? What did you learn? Even one sentence is a good start. You can say, I wanted to study, but I was tired. I watched a video and repeated some English. I felt sad, but I kept going. Say it out loud. Record it if you can. Speak your truth, in English. This is your fluency, one moment at a time. So, what about you? Was your weekend also a little messy? Did you make plans and watch them fall apart? Or maybe you felt tired, but still practiced one sentence in English? If you're watching this, you're already doing something powerful. You're listening, you're repeating, you're showing up. And that's how real fluency is built. Not in one big moment, but in many small ones. Now I want to hear from you. What was one small win in your weekend? Did you speak English, even a little? Did you keep going, even when things felt hard? Tell me in the comments. Even one sentence is enough. Say, I felt tired, but I practiced anyway. Or, I spoke one sentence, and that's a win. Speak it, write it, claim it. Because your fluency doesn't come from perfection, it comes from practice, and every time you speak, you get stronger. Subscribe to this channel, activate the bell, and come back tomorrow. We practice slow English, we build confidence, and we speak together every day.